we're talking about our new Super Eagles head coach, Eric Chelle, was announced and unveiled to the Nigerians and the rest of the world, in Abuja in front of a packed crowd. We can see all our senior men of the NFF and the Sports Commission on stage with him, as he holds the jersey. And now we're looking forward to seeing what he can do. Smith Layi, I'll throw this question at you. Or before I throw the question at you, although I think the key thing that stuck out from everything that Coach Eric said during that interview, it says that he was a Nigeria fan. I don't know if I fully believe him, but he said he was a Nigeria fan, that he watched our team back in the day. You mentioned all them, Amunike, Taribo, everybody, he mentioned different names. He also says that he likes attacking football. He said this like 3 times to stick the point in that he likes attacking football. He said football is about goals. Football is about goals. So he wants Nigeria to be an attacking side that scores a lot of goals. They had also said that he was going to be playing a supervisory role over the CHAN team, but now that CHAN has been postponed, I think that's out of the way. But yeah, Smith, like, what would you say we learned? What stood out to you from the unveiling ceremony of Coach Eric as the new Super Eagles head coach?
For me, what's I think what I can see is a very confident young man, a fantastic guy. Despite that he might not be able to communicate very well in English language, but you can know that he's a guy that is he knows his onions. That's actually one thing about him. And people say that Lamba say if Nigeria was his favorite team when he was growing up. I believe him. In the 90s, Nigeria was the toast of the African, especially the African continent. I know, honestly, we won the Olympics when the quarter was the second round of the World Cup. We were the best team in that decade, that 1990 to 1990 to 2000, but the best team there. So I was listening to a Ghanaian guy. He said that anytime Nigeria is playing, you will be crying. That you mom now said that why are you crying now? He's not Ghana that is playing now. He said, yeah, I lost. Why are you crying? Say, but I thought you were Nigerians. To tell you how big Nigeria was in the 90s. So if you say he's a Nigerian fan, in those 90s, I believe him. I believe him. That then Nigeria was like, we got this cult following in Africa. So for me, I see a guy that knows exactly what he wants to do. I see a guy that has learned from his AFCON mistake. I see a guy that knows exactly the Nigerian system. And I see a guy that he knows exactly what to expect. So for me, we know how he's going to approach game, and we know exactly what he's going to bring to Nigeria. So for me, I think that I think we have information about him slightly, about how he's going to play and his communication skills too.
Okay. One thing that the NFF were very happy to tell us during that press conference was the fact that he speaks English. They were very happy to tell us, because that was a fear that a lot of people had, that he won't be able to communicate. His English is not perfect, but he can communicate. You can understand what he's saying. Even though I posted the video on my Instagram story, and one of my friends texted me, said, "Sorry, AyoT, which language is this man speaking?" I said, "It's English now." The rest is but I believe that for the most part, we can understand what he's saying. I like the fact that he knows what the Nigerian people want. He said it himself. He knows what Nigerians want. He knows that Nigerians want to play attacking football. Nigerians want to win as well. So I hope that we're not trading one for the other. I hope that we are able to get both. But it will be interesting to see how he, mixes the players in the team and gets them to play. Now that there is no more chance for him to supervise, I want to see how he's going to spend this time. Getting ready for the games that are coming up in March, because he does not have testers. The 2 games in March are very, very important, must-win games for us. Smith, let me ask you this question. We saw at the unveiling, let me put the picture on screen again. Packed crowd. From Shehu Diko to Ibrahim Gusso to Sanusi to Eguavon, everybody's on that stage. His agents behind him. Normally when coaches are announced in other countries, we don't get this much of the board and the leaders of the administration on stage. It's usually maybe the FA chairman and then the coach, and maybe the media officer just to direct things. Do you think that he's going to have a free hand to work? And I ask this because even during that press conference, the number of times they said it, we must qualify for the World Cup. His goal is to qualify. It's as if they were trying to even put further pressure and let it sink into his head about the importance of it. Do you think that they are going to give him free hand to just do his job?
They will not give him free hand to do his job. But Eric Chelle is very intelligent. He knows the psyche of an African FA. He knows the psyche of working in Africa. He's going to do what he needs to do to succeed in Nigeria. There's no way they're going to push players to him. They're going to do everything. But he knows that this is like a stepping stone for him. If he gets it wrong in Nigeria here, it's going to be hard for him. So they won't give him free hand, but I can tell you that he knows exactly how it works. You said it that in modern society, I know where they unveiled Thomas Tuchel, only one person, just simple unveiling, and everything. But this unveiling here, you saw people with Barbariga, people with this, they even have this big NFF on the chest to put it here. Yeah, take. And that I was like, no pitches to his chest. So because when he was struggling to put it there, no pitches. So maybe say they will call injury, first day injury.
First day.
So for me, I think they're just trying to make a statement that this is a coach from the sport ministry and also the FA, that they are together. When they were unveiling the judge, it wasn't like this. The only person missing in that picture was Amaju Pinnick. But it was the one that was drumming the drum, in the background, in the background. So, it's just a coach that will do well for Nigeria and also, make name for himself.
Okay. I mean, I also don't think that they're going to give him a free hand, but I really want to believe that he knows what he signed up for, and he knows what to expect from the NFF. He's coached Mali. I don't assume that Mali just runs their football perfectly. So he must have experienced one or two hiccups here and there, and he probably knows how to navigate those waters. But I'm wishing him all the best. And we'll see how things turn out for us in March.